Being shy isn't a bad thing. It's actually totally okay and normal to be shy, you know?
I know. For some people, it's just part of their personality, but sometimes it comes on our way, like sometimes being shy makes it harder to speak or feel relaxed around others.
Yeah, a lot of people want to feel more comfortable when they talk. They want to express themselves, but something holds them back.
It's like shyness gets in the way. You know you have something to say. You know you have potential. But when it's time to speak, it feels like your thoughts are stuck inside your head, and they won't come out.
And I'm sure so many people have felt that way. Oh, and for anyone new here, I'm Emily.
And I'm Liam. And this is English in Comfort, the place where you can learn English while you relax. Maybe lying down, maybe with a warm drink, or even while you sleep.
No pressure, no stress, just natural English and helpful, real conversations.
And today, we're talking about how to stop being shy and start speaking with more confidence.
We've got a lot of things to talk about, like really, really helpful things. And I think that even by the end of this episode, you might already feel a little different, a little lighter.
So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let's begin.
Okay, let's talk about why we feel shy in the first place. What do you think, Liam?
Well, I think sometimes it's about feeling exposed.
Exposed? What do you mean?
Imagine you're at a small gathering. Someone asks you a question, and suddenly all eyes are on you. Your heart starts racing.
Oh, I know that feeling. You get scared, you go silent, and your mind jumps to the worst-case scenarios, like, what if I say something totally wrong and they laugh? Or, what if I trip over my words?
That's right. Then you end up blurting one word, yes or no, and stay quiet the rest of the time.
When we feel shy, there's a lot happening in our heads. It's not just one thing.
Exactly. Past mistakes sneak in too. Like that time you tried joining a group chat and felt your words came out wrong. Your brain remembers it and says, don't speak up.
And also comparing ourselves makes it worse. You hear someone smooth and fluent and think, why can't I be like that? Or, I'll never be that good.
So shyness isn't just one thing. It can come from feeling exposed, past stumbles, comparing yourself.
And a big one. Fear. Fear of making mistakes or of being judged.
Right. Fear of making mistakes is also a big reason why we feel shy before we speak.
Here's the first thing to do and keep in mind. If you want to stop being shy, you know more than you think.
That's a great reminder. Simple, but true.
Exactly. When your mind whispers, I'm not good enough, catch it. Then say, wait, maybe I can do this?
Like when you want to join a conversation, but you freeze because you think your words aren't enough.
Yeah. So instead of, I can't say that, you tell yourself, actually, I can say that. Just flip the thought.
Or when you worry, my accent is too strong. Switch to, my accent makes me unique. And people listen because I'm different.
Each time a doubt sneaks in, pause. Notice the thought. Then say its opposite out loud. I'm not ready becomes, I'm ready to try.
Try it with small phrases. When your heart says, what if I mess up? Answer back, messing up helps me learn.
It feels a bit funny at first. I know. But every flip trains your brain to believe you really do know more than you give yourself credit for.
And over time, those flipped thoughts start to sound natural. Instead of doubt, you feel a spark of, hey, I can.
Shift, I'm not good enough, to, maybe I can do this, every time you doubt.
Okay, let's talk about comparing yourself to others. Why do you think we do that?
Well, I guess it's natural. We see someone speaking smoothly and we wonder, why can't I be like that?
Also, social media doesn't help. You see clips of fluent speakers, perfect pronunciation, and it feels impossible to match that.
But here's the catch. Everyone starts somewhere. Even those speakers you admire had first days when they stumbled over simple words.
Right. Comparing is sneaky. It makes you focus on what you don't have instead of what you do have.
Imagine you're baking cookies. You watch someone else decorate theirs flawlessly and you think, mine look terrible, but you're learning to bake. You're not a pro decorator yet.
So instead of comparing, focus on your own recipe. What ingredients have you mastered? What steps can you practice today?
And when that comparison voice pops up, they're better than me. Give yourself a pause and do what we talked about earlier. Take a breath. Then say, I'm on my own journey.
You can even turn comparison into curiosity. How did they get so good at saying comfortable so smoothly? Use it as a clue, not a rope to pull you down.
Also, remember that what you see isn't the whole story. You might see someone's best clip, but not their hours of practice, their doubts, or the mistakes they made on camera.
So don't compare. Instead, notice inspiration, what sparks you, and then go back to your own practice with fresh energy.
That's right, because you have your own strengths, your voice, your perspective. That's something no one else can copy.
Here's another habit that helps overcome shyness. Keep showing up.
And what do you mean by that, Liam?
What I mean by keep showing up is sticking around in conversations, even when you want to run away.
Oh, I see. Imagine someone asks you, what do you think about this movie? And your gut reaction is to say, yes, or nod, and then nothing else.
Instead of the usual one-word reply, try adding one more sentence. Like, I liked the action scenes, but I felt the ending was slow. What did you think?
But you're forcing yourself to stay in the flow with those simple sentences you added.
Or picture this. You make a mistake. Say you mix up borrow and lend. Someone corrects you. Most people would shut down. But you don't stop. You say, oh, right, lend. Thanks. So I'd like to lend you my book. Have you read it?
You keep talking, you insist. You don't bail on the conversation just because you stumbled.
Exactly. And showing up doesn't just mean face-to-face. It could be in a chat group. When someone posts, you reply, even if it's 1 or 2 sentences. Then tomorrow, you reply again.
Little by little, you build a habit. You're training your brain that speaking, even when it's hard, is normal.
It also means not skipping practice. If you promised yourself 5 minutes of speaking tonight, do it. Even if you don't feel like it. So even if you feel shy in those moments, just don't let that feeling decide for you. Keep going.
And this brings us to our next tip that helps overcome shyness, which is speak even if it's not perfect.
You're still learning, so it's totally fine if what you say isn't perfect yet.
Let's be honest, no one is perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time. They'll stutter, mix up words. It happens.
Or when we speak our own language with friends, we sometimes say something wrong and everyone just laughs. We don't shut down or stop talking. We joke about it and move on.
Same with English. If you say I go to the store instead of I went, don't freeze. Just say, oh, I meant went, and keep going.
If you stop every time you make a mistake, you'll never see how much you improve. You need to say it out loud, hear it, and then correct it next time.
It's like testing something, like a new dress. If you never try, you'll never know if it fits, right? So even with errors, you get the chance to learn where you need practice.
Also, people listening usually don't mind mistakes. Most just focus on what you're saying, not how you say it.
So next time you feel shy because you might mess up, remind yourself, mistakes help me learn. Then speak anyway.
Next up, use English in low-stress ways. Find simple moments where the pressure and stress are low and practice there.
For example, ordering food. You don't need a long speech, just, can I have a sandwich, please? Then add, thank you. That's it.
Or in a chat app with friends. Send a voice message saying, hi, I'm trying to practice English. It's okay if it's short and a bit rough.
Yeah. And when you get a reply, just answer with one more sentence. I watched a video today. It was fun.
Another pretty simple idea. Leave a comment under a YouTube video. Start with, great video. Then type one more thought. I like the part about.
You can also practice reading signs aloud. If you see a street sign or a menu, say it out loud to yourself. No one's watching, so it's pressure-free.
Or sending a quick text in English is great, like telling a friend, "I'm home," or "see you tomorrow." All these small uses add up. You're building confidence one low-stress moment at a time.
So pick a few easy tasks and do them often. The more you use English where you feel safe, the more natural it becomes.
Next tip. Practice with people you trust. Find someone you know won't laugh at you or judge you.
Could be a close friend, a family member, or a teacher who cares about your progress.
Tell them, "I'm learning English. Could you help me by giving honest feedback?" Then speak. Tell a short story, ask a question, or just chat.
Yeah. You might say, "Hey, yesterday I went to the park. Can you tell me if that sounds okay?" They'll point out one or two things, and you try again.
You can even role-play a real situation. For example, practice ordering coffee together. Your friend pretends to be the barista. You place the order, then they correct you gently.
The key is they give feedback in a kind way so you feel safe to keep talking.
And you learn faster. When someone you trust corrects you on one small mistake, you notice it next time and get better.
Plus, it's more fun. You're talking with someone you like, not a stranger on the street. That makes it easier to open up.
But just remember, this is practice time. It's okay to stop and ask questions. Did I say that right? Or, how would you say this better?
And if you're rather solo and still feel shy even around people you trust, well, the next tip is for you. Practice with yourself.
You can still practice on your own. And sometimes it's even better.
Try everyday scenarios. Pretend you're at a cafe ordering coffee or meeting a friend at the park. Say the lines out loud.
And don't skip the ones you've messed up before. If you stumbled on a phrase last time, run it again until it feels smoother.
It might feel odd at first, talking to yourself in an empty room, but that's okay. No one's there to judge.
Here's the key. Record yourself. Use your phone or computer. Speak a sentence or two, like, "I'd like a sandwich with cheese, please." Then play it back.
Listen for how you said each word. Was your tone clear? Your pronunciation close enough? If not, try again. Over and over until it sounds right.
You can even imitate a video or podcast you like. Pause after a sentence, repeat it, then compare. Copy their rhythm and tone.
Keep doing that. Recording yourself gives you a clear picture of what needs work. You can't see mistakes in your head, but you can hear them.
Over time, you'll notice your pronunciation getting better, your sentences coming out more fluid. That confidence will carry over when you speak with others. So practice alone, record yourself, correct what you hear, and repeat. It's simple, and it works.
Finally, don't miss this. Small wins matter. Every step counts, even the tiny ones.
Like the first time you say more than yes or no in a conversation. That's a win.
Or when you successfully ask someone, "Could you repeat that, please?" instead of nodding silently.
Maybe today you added a new phrase. That sounds interesting. It's small, but you used real English. Notice those moments. Write them down if you like. Seeing a list of what you did right can remind you how far you've come.
Or tell a friend, "Hey, I spoke for 2 minutes today without stopping." Sharing that fact makes it feel real.
And those small wins build on each other. Tomorrow you might add another phrase or speak a bit longer.
Don't skip over these wins because they seem minor. Tackling a single sentence is still practice, and it moves you forward.
And that's all for today. So do you think these tips helped you? Let us know in the comments.
And if you're facing any other struggles besides shyness, tell us about those too. We read all your comments, by the way.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode.
And remember, keep practicing, keep improving.
And take care, everyone.
Time to go over some new words and phrases that might be useful. Understanding them in context will help you use them naturally in your English conversations. Hold you back, meaning to stop or slow your progress. Example, don't let fear hold you back from speaking in English. Gets in the way, meaning to block or interrupt something. Example, overthinking often gets in the way of speaking smoothly. Potential, meaning the ability to grow or improve. Example, everyone has the potential to become fluent with practice. Exposed, meaning to be open to something or experience it. Example, the more you're exposed to English, the more you'll understand how it's used. Worst case scenarios, meaning the most negative or scary outcomes. Example, people often imagine worst case scenarios when they speak a new language. Trip over, meaning to accidentally make a mistake while speaking. Example, I trip over long words when I'm nervous. Blurting, meaning saying something suddenly without thinking. Example, try to pause instead of blurting out a sentence you're unsure about. Sneak in, meaning to add or include quietly or subtly. Example, try to sneak in new words when you're practicing conversations. Stumble over, meaning to have trouble saying something clearly. Example, I sometimes stumble over difficult sentences when I talk fast. Flip, meaning to quickly change something. Example, you can flip your focus from grammar to pronunciation during practice. Shift, meaning to change direction or focus. Example, try to shift your mindset from perfect speaking to natural speaking. Doubt, meaning a feeling of uncertainty. Example, doubt can stop you from speaking confidently. Flawlessly, meaning without any mistakes. Example, don't aim to speak flawlessly, just clearly and naturally. Stutter, meaning to repeat sounds or words when nervous. Example, I used to stutter during presentations, but now I feel more relaxed. Role play, meaning to act out a situation to practice language. Example, role play different daily situations to prepare for real conversations. Feedback, meaning advice or reaction to help you improve. Example, getting feedback from others helps you know what to work on. Keep using these words and you'll get more comfortable with them over time. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more English listening, daily speaking practice, natural conversations, and lessons to help you become fluent. Keep practicing and take care, everyone.